Good morning. Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Good
Uh,
morning, ma'am.
yeah, good morning. So, last class we discussed about voltage series feedback, voltage shunt feedback. That is about your module is op-amp with feedback and general applications. So far we discussed about with feedback, voltage series is nothing but a non-inverting amplifier, and voltage shunt is inverting amplifier with feedback. So, and we have derived an expression for four parameters. So, closed loop voltage gain, input impedance, output impedance, and bandwidth with feedback. So, and now we'll move on to the applications. So, in that, before going to the applications, you let me know. And we also discussed manufacturer. I told you in the OPAM basics, so many manufacturers of operational amplifier. So that is, it may be a Fairchild or it may be Texas, it may be a Motorola. So whenever you are purchasing in any IC, that is for your particular requirement and specifying it for particular application. So then whatever the requirements or specification you can expect, so those things will be available only in the few ICs. So not for all the, like 741 has its own specification. Like that you have LM315. So that is a MOSFET based, JFET based, NIFTY based op amp. These are BJT based. So like that, you should see the requirement. What are the required things for your application? Based on that, you need to choose an operational amplifier. The first thing is always all the user will expect the response should be good. Response in the sense, however, whatever the changes happening in the input, that should affect on the output. So I can say in technical terms, sleeve rate. So rate of change of output voltage. So how faster you are going to change the variation in the input, that should affect on the output. That is, I can say performance. Yes, am I correct? You can specify the performance. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
performance is a particular word you can use, and accuracy. So however, how much output voltage you are expecting. So for the given input, so whether it is accurate value or not. For example, if you are giving a 2 volts input, that is amplifier, operational amplifier it is, op amp. So it should amplify. So I should expect more than 2 volts is my output. So like that, it should be accurate. It should not be less than 2 volts. It should be more than 2 volts. It may be 2.2 or 2.5 or 2.2. That is also okay, but it is not that much accurate. So like that, why I'm telling all those things before going to application is, so here some ICs are designed for general applications or specific applications. So based on the things, the performance and accuracy plays a major role, and obviously cost. We should obey with the cost also. If the requirement increases, cost will be obviously increases. So that should be taken care while using an operational amplifier for the applications. And also we discussed a number of examples applications in the last basic op-amp class. It can be used as a comparator, it may be used as an amplifier, and many more converters things. Now in this we are going to start with first how it can be used as AC and DC amplification. It is not same. So some operational amplifier will be available to amplify only DC signals, and some are available to amplify only AC, or sometimes both can amplify AC and DC, but not with their requirement. So what I told you, accuracy, or it may be a performance wise not better. I'm telling it is not good, but it's not better. It's not fulfilling our requirements. So here you can observe in the screen many things are there. Let me know what are the things you can able to observe here. In the top left, after the devices you can observe. Yes. In this image what you are going to observe?
Photodiodes, transistors, and
Yes.
etc. etc.
Yeah, photodiodes, transistor, mainly these are sensors. So you have smoke sensor, and here it is IR sensor. So infrared LEDs you can observe here, infrared sensors, moisture sensor, and this is like your sound something. It is like all those things are there. Many sensor, almost all are sensor only. So in sensor, what input signal we can use? Anyone? Any idea? AC signal or DC signal you are going to use? Just imagine you are monitoring a moisture of a soil or humidity of a soil. So what type of supply you require? Just I am talking about humidity sensor, or it may be take it as a temperature sensor. What type of input voltage you are giving and what you are expecting as output? Yes. I want us to be interactive. I want answers. Whatever you know, just tell me. I can clarify. So we'll have a discussion.
It's AC signal which we give to the sensor, ma'am.
No, sometimes we'll be using most of the times we'll be using DC. So when, for example, if you are doing a simple project, rain sensor. So is it you required AC? Directly you're connecting to 230 volts or you're going to use some battery? Is it possible or not? So what are you using for charging your phones are? What is it AC or DC? What you're doing, what you can observe the batteries for charging.
It's DC, ma'am.
Mobile charger is a DC. Similar way in sensors, we are going to use a DC as an input. Whereas coming to instrumentation amplifier, you can have DC or sometimes AC based on your requirement, output requirement. And coming to this is your instrumentation amplifier can be used to differentiate between two signals or two different values, voltages. Or I can say it is used in ECG, electrocardiogram. Similarly, you can observe in the below image. So you have a pen drive, you may be having MP3, mic, and this is your memory card, SD memory card. And here you can have, can you identify what exactly this is? The third image, the below one. So anyone come across with this?
Is it audio mixers, ma'am?
Yes, audio mixer, or I can say it is a receiver. You can observe your antenna. Transmitter or receiver?
Transmitter, I guess.
Okay, here you can expect, this is I can say it is an audio amplifier. Yes, correct. It is for audio amplifier, audio in the sense it is analog. Again, what you have to do is you need to use AC. So I mean to say AC amplification, I can take an example as an audio amplifier or audio receiver system. So that is about AC. So these two are in DC. So now let me go in detail with what exactly the AC amplifier do, what exactly the DC amplifier will do, and how exactly I can optimize my circuit to make or it should mimic like a AC amplifier or DC amplifier. So let me take first to differentiate what exactly the AC and what exactly the DC amplifier. So here you can observe the first is DC amplifier. As you all know that DC amplifier means everything will be talked about in DC level only. So output signal going to be changes in response to changes in its DC input levels. Whereas AC, whatever the response you are going to have in terms of low and high frequency limits. And also the main thing I am talking about in the whole session today is about output offset voltage. So anyone can tell me what is offset voltage? That is output offset voltage. I told you many a times. Yes, Ananya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, any idea about offset voltage? in operational amplifier? Input offset voltage or output offset voltage? First tell me what is offset voltage.
And voltage that must be applied is offset voltage, ma'am.
No, if you apply offset voltage to this, what is output expected? If you apply an input offset voltage, fine. Why you want to apply input offset voltage?
To make the
To
output
obtain
zero, ma'am.
zero, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, Ananya.
To
Yes.
obtain
To make
zero, ma'am.
Yeah, to set the output to 0. So I can tell you an example like again I'll need to speak about operational amplifier again. So for example, you're applying a input to positive terminal, say it is 1 volt, and negative terminal will be obviously grounded. So non-inverting output, you can expect output as a 1 volt, but I won't get accurately or exactly 1 volt. Sometimes I may get 0.98 or 99 or it may be 88. So you'll get 980 millivolts, I guess. So here 980 millivolts minus 1 volt, you will get some offset. That offset has to be nullified. So I can get exactly 1 volt means 1 volt. So because these DC amplifiers will be used in many applications, so when you are monitoring or take an example as a sensor, if it is sensing a temperature or it may be a moisture level, it should be accurate. It should not, I don't want approximate value. It should be accurate. If it is a temperature, it is showing a 150 degree, it should be 150 degree only. I don't want to take it as 148.99 or 148.88. So in order to make that accuracy, the first thing is I need to nullify the offset always, that is output offset voltage should be 0. So that is plays a major role here. So you are going to study in this particular topic is how to nullify the offset. What are the techniques used to nullify the offset? Is this clear? Our intention is to accurately or exactly expect 1 volt means 1 volt should be the output. I should not get 1.02 or below that. Is this clear what I am going to tell now? Yes. Shall I continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. To reduce the output offset voltage to 0, the offset null circuit, there are two techniques can be used. Offset null circuitry of the op-amp should be used. That offset null circuitry option will be available in your ICs. I'll show you in the next slide. Or I can use some external offset voltage compensating network by using some external components or external device circuits. I need to nullify the offset voltage. So that is, you need to remember when you are studying any amplifier, it may be DC or AC, offset null is the first example. I can say how to optimize an operational amplifier. Whereas in AC amplifier, if you want to achieve AC response characteristics, that is low and high frequency limits. So what will happen when you are talking about an AC amplifier is not only completely AC. This is going to be riding on some DC level. So let me discuss in the next slides. And here it is necessary to use an AC amplifier with a coupling capacitor. So example, as just I showed you in the first slide, this audio receiver system is an example for AC amplifier. Whereas DC amplifier, you can take an example as sensors. I hope is this clear with the comparison of AC and DC amplifier? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just make it clear that a DC amplifier will be talking about in terms of DC levels, whereas AC amplifier will be talking about an AC response characteristics. Always AC response means your sinusoidal output. Input is also that and output is also sinusoidal only. When it is coming to the sinusoidal, you should be talking about a frequency. Is it low or high frequency limits? So every IC, whatever you are going to take, it has its own specification. Not only supply voltage or not only current, it will be always having some saturation values and frequency limits too. when you are talking about as an AC amplifier. So I hope you have you can realize that when you are going to purchase in any audio receiver system, it will ask for the frequencies, how much frequency range it can. So that is an amplifier. So now, just now I told you what is an offset voltage. So here input offset voltage can be defined as you're going to apply a voltage between the input terminals to null or bring the output to 0. So that is, be clear with that. We're going to apply a input voltage to two input terminals of an op-amp to null or bring the output voltage to 0. This is the exact definition of an input offset voltage. So if you are only applying an offset value to the input, that is completely nullify the offset and you get an accurate output value. So whenever you are measuring a DC voltage between the output terminals with respect to ground for the circuit with one output. So as you know that operational amplifier has only one output when the input terminals are grounded. So here both the terminals are grounded. What is the expected output across V0? What is the output you are going to expect?
It should be 0, ma'am.
Yes, it should be 0. So that is our intention. So you are making both the terminals to ground. So we are not getting any offset to allow at the output. These are the two offsetting nulling techniques I told you. Here, so one is offset nulling circuitry and other is external offset compensating network. So offset nulling will be provided when the pins, means in the IC itself. So you can observe it is an LM741 pin details. You can observe here the pin 1 and pin 5 are specified, designed only for offset nulling. If you short 1 and 5 with a potentiometer, between 1 and 5 potentiometer, so you can nullify the offset. This is the one technique, and the other technique is you need to use external circuitry or external circuit compensating network, I can say. So this one we have discussed in the beginning of the operational amplifier. It has actually 8 pins. So in this 8 it doesn't have any connection. 2, 3 are input terminals, 4 and 7 are the power supply, 6 is the output. So here in this 1 and 5, if you want to nullify the offset, you can connect 1 and 5 through a potentiometer. Let me show you how to connect. And before that, we'll see what is a voltage compensating network. So here, voltage compensating network means we are going to use this setup. So this is externally. This is not available in your IC. So you need to connect with a op-amp IC. So it is voltage compensating our network. So how it works, first let me go with it. So everything here you need to study is how the inverting amplifier can be connected using a offset nulling technique and voltage compensating network. Here in this topic you need to remember the circuit, how offset nulling is applied by using two techniques. This is inverting and this is non-inverting. So before going to that, I want to tell you what is voltage compensating network. Similarly for differential amplifier. So you need to remember how can be applied for inverting, how it can be applied for non-inverting, how it is applied for differential amplifier. Similarly AC non-inverting amplifier. So this is for today's things. Before that we'll go through what is voltage compensating network. So here you can observe the circuit consists of 3 resistors. Just observe carefully. The 3 resistors are RA, RB, RC. So RA is just, I can say it is connected to plus VCC and minus VEE. And voltage across RC is the voltage at the input terminal V2. You can observe. RC is connected to the terminal V2. So always it is going to have the voltage across V1 and V2. We are going to make it equal. I can say voltage drop across V1 and V2 should be same. Next, you can observe here voltage V2 can be made equal to V1. That is, I can say it is input offset voltage. So how the way you are going to make input offset voltage to 0. So here it consists of 3 resistors. R2 will be connected across V2 and RB is connected to the wiper on RA. So whenever you want to have VOO, I can say, so this technique is everything is used to nullify the output. So VOO means output offset voltage. VIO means input offset voltage. So VOO is positive. When the VOO is positive, whenever V1 is greater than V2. So ಈಗ V1 voltage ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ V2 ಗಿನ್ನ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so you will get offset voltage in positive ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So what you have to do is either you need to make both are equal. So V2 should be equal to V1, equal ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So how can you do that? V2 should be increased until it equals to V1. That can be done by moving the wiper towards VCC. You'll observe ಮಾಡಿ second image. So this is the first image is how this RA is connected to plus VCC and minus VEE. How we are going to get into a same level of V1. So here the wiper has to move towards plus VCC if you want to get a positive offset value. So then you will get Vmax as plus VCC. In the third, so whenever the offset voltage VOO, output offset voltage is negative, when you can say it is negative, V2 is greater than V1. V2 andre ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು is negative terminal. So negative terminal andre inverting terminal ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ you will get a inverted output. So negative offset will be created. So at that time you can move the wiper towards minus VEE until VOO reduced to 0. ಎರಡು ಕೇಸಲ್ಲೂ ಹಂಗೆ until the output offset voltage reduces to 0, you will be moving the wiper. So wiper, if it is positive, it will move towards plus VCC, and if it is negative, it will move towards minus VEE. Your intention is to make it output offset voltage to 0. A 1 volt ಮೇಲೆ ಅಥವಾ 1 volt ಒಳಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, that is an offset. That has to be removed. Okay? Is this clear now? Shall we continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now coming to the exact circuit. Yes. The first thing is, let me take up with the first inverting amplifier. So inverting amplifiers, as you know that you're going to apply input to the negative terminal and positive is grounded here. So always remember in electronics, in that to operational amplifier, you need to make voltage drop across the terminal 1 and terminal 2 should be equal. So illi you have two resistor R1 and RF. Here you have, if you directly ground, then none of the resistor will be there. So what you have to do is you need to connect one resistor, call it as ROM, offset minimizing resistor, that is always R1 parallel RF. So ಯಾಕೆ ಇದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ 1 and terminal 2. That's it. That's why you need to use a resistor. The resistor value should be R1 parallel with RF. ROM is an offset minimizing resistor. And first technique what we have told is by using pin 1 and 5. We have just come across with a pin diagram. Pin number 1 and 5 has to be connected through a potentiometer. So this is to nullify the offset. This is the first technique. And as usual, load resistor. Okay? Is this clear? So just pin numbers already provided. We are going to connect one potentiometer between pin 1 and pin 5. So next, the second technique is voltage compensating network. That is, we are going to use 3 resistors. So 3 resistors. So you have RA, RB, RC. So this is the network, a compensating network. We are going to connect to the non-inverting terminal. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇನ್ವರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಗೆ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, we need to get to a level of voltage ಏನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, this is going to be V2 and this is going to be V1 because it is an inverting amplifier. So now you need to make these two should be the equal. The offset value should be equal for V1 and V2. Just by connecting RA, RB, RC. Here you're going to get an offset, negative offset baratte. So that is V2 is greater than V1 ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ you will get a negative offset. So that is that negative offset should be nullified. That is you're going to pull the wiper to minus VE. That should be happen internally. If you connect this, that is enough. It will happen internally or by varying the potentiometer. Wiper in the sense you can going to use a pot or I can say potentiometer for resistance. So as you all know that output voltage for the inverting amplifier is our gain is minus RF by R1. So V0 is equal to minus RF by R1 into V in. Is this clear with the inverting amplifier? So you don't have any design or nothing. You need to remember the circuit. I hope you all are familiar with inverting and non-inverting. Just know in the previous classes we discussed about voltage series and voltage shunt, that is inverting and non-inverting amplifiers. With that you need to connect 1 and 5 pin number with one potentiometer, one end, other end is connected to minus VEE, and you need to remember ROM, offset minimizing resistor, for the first technique. And the second technique, here we have not connected any pin number 1 and 5. Just observe the pin IC, it is 307, this is 741. 741 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಪಿನ್ 1 and 5 ಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. 307 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಕಾಂಪನ್ಸೇಟಿಂಗ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್. Yes, shall I continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Non-inverting, how they can apply non-inverting amplifier? So non-inverting means inverting terminal will be grounded through R1 and RF. So we'll be going to apply input voltage to positive terminal because it is a non-inverting terminal. So again, here you are going to use one resistor with a signal source, that is ROM, offset minimizing resistor, that is should come, the value has to be R1 parallel RF. So next, pin on 1 and 5 are connected through a potentiometer. Again same fashion. So here offset nulling circuitry. So second, what is the gain of a non-inverting amplifier? 1 plus RF by R1 into V in. Idu ideal. V of R1 into V in. That is output voltage. And the second, again they have taken the IC 07. So here they have used voltage compensating. Now ಯಾವುದು compensate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Input non-inverting ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ. So voltage compensation should be connected to inverting terminal. Ulta. So inverting ಆದರೆ non-inverting compensating ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. Non-inverting ಆದರೆ inverting terminal ಹತ್ರ voltage compensating network connect ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So voltage compensating network ಅಂದರೆ just ಇದು. RA, RB, then RC. R1, R2 already ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ. Circuit ಅಲ್ಲಿ you have already. So through that you are going to connect it. So now in this case you may expect positive offset because we given input to V1. V1 means positive terminal. V1, V2. V1 greater than V2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So you are going to use or you are going to get this voltage level. V1 is equal to V2 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So this is about non-inverting amplifier. Same circuit, but here 1 and 5 with the short mada badlu you will be using external network. That's it. So next, third, I told you it is differential amplifier. So differential amplifier andre you're going to differentiate two input source. So op-amp amplify ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ two different value na. So here I can say it is differential amplifier andre you're going to at a time you're going to apply two input voltages to two input terminals. Negative go apply ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, inverting go ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, non-inverting go output input ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So Vx is applied to the inverting terminal, Vy is applied to non-inverting terminal. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ as I told you voltage drop same ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ you need to choose a resistor value. R2 should be same as RF. Let me repeat, in order to equate the voltage terminal 2, you need to choose the same resistor value. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ತಗೋತಿದ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ R2 ಇಲ್ಲಿ R1 RF ಆಗಿದೆ. R2 should be same as R1, R3 same as RF. So here the formula used for differential amplifier is minus RF by R1 into Vx minus Vy. This is the output voltage you have to remember here. Minus RF by R1 is for inverting and non-inverting 1 plus RF by R1, whereas differential minus RF by R1 Vx minus Vy. ಇದು RF by R1 ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೋತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ these two resistors also equal. So you need to choose a resistor in the sense R1 is equal to R2, RF is equal to R3. ಆ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದು minus RF by R1 Vx minus Vy ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And this is voltage offset nulling circuitry, same as pin 1 and 5 ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So similarly, external compensating network. So external compensating network can be used however the values you will get. Offset value ಯಾವ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು you need to decide. Now in this thing they are connected to non-inverting terminal. So non-inverting terminal ಎಲ್ಲಿ connect ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ after R3. So you can observe here, after R3 they have connected this voltage compensating network, that is RA, RB, RC. So this complete circuitry you need to remember. It should be placed in inverting or non-inverting based on the inverting amplifier or non-inverting or differential amplifier. So same thing, you can achieve output voltage value minus RF by R1 into Vx minus Vy. Is this clear with an DC amplifier for all the three circuits? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have discussed DC amplifier, how to apply the two techniques, offset nulling between pin 1 and 5 and external circuit for inverting amplifier, for non-inverting amplifier as well as differential amplifier. So next, coming to the AC inverting amplifier. So here you want to, if the designer wants to, AC response characteristics. So AC response characteristics means we'll be speak about frequency. What is the lower cutoff frequency and what is the upper cutoff frequency? I can say high frequency and low frequency limit. So here the circuit is very simple. So we are not using any compensating network here. We'll be following only one technique, that is pin 1 and 5 will be shorted. So here, so it will be shorted with the potentiometer. So don't worry about the pin numbers here. So here it is, we're going to connect one more thing. This is normal inverting amplifier. Just observe, excluding this, this is normal amplifier. That is inverting amplifier because Vin is connected to inverting terminal. So R1 RF as usual, and positive terminal should be grounded with ROM. What is ROM? What is ROM stands for? Just now we discussed. O for what? M? What type
Offset
of
minimizing.
offset minimizing resistor. Yes. So here you have observed most of the times when you are designing amplifier, one CC, or I can say coupling capacitor. So coupling capacitor will be used towards the input signal source and also towards the output. So ಈಗ ನೀವು ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈಯರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟರ್ ಅಂತಲೇ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈಯರ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಕೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈಯರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಜಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಜಿಗೆ ಕಪಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಕಪ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್, ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. ಸೊ ಕಪ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟೂ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಇಸ್ ಕಪ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮದು, ಸೊ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಸಿ, ಯು ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಸಿ. So here this thing supply is DC. So whatever the things you are getting, it is a AC signal on DC level. Yes or no? Are you agree? Input AC ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, but it is going to be on DC level. So here what it does is it is a purely AC amplifier. I don't want a DC. It should bypass DC or it should blocks DC. It has to allow only AC. But sometimes biasing use ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು DC ನೇ use ಮಾಡೋದು. Biasing is must for a transistor to use as an amplifier. Biasing ಸರಿಯಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ you won't get a proper output. So biasing ಮಾಡೋದು DC-ಲೇ. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಬಯಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾತ್ರ DC ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆದರೆ ಬರೋದು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ AC ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ DC, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಲೋ ಓನ್ಲಿ AC. ಈ CI function is not only block DC, it also set low frequency cutoff limit. ಎಷ್ಟುವರೆಗೂ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಲೋ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ CI. ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ವಿತ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ Rin. So Rin is also equal to output resistance R0. And always you are going to measure input resistance with feedback towards the input side. And here, as you know that the output voltage of an inverting amplifier will be minus RF by R1 into Vin. So this is for inverting amplifier. So compensation offset nulling we have given towards a pin. Offset external network ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. So coupling plays a major role here. Block DC as well as set the limit for lower cutoff frequency. Similarly, AC non-inverting amplifier. AC non-inverting ಅಂದರೆ you're going to apply a input. ಇದು ಫುಲ್ಲು ಸೆಟಪ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್. You should remember this. Vin ಜೊತೆ ಒಂದು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್, ಒಂದು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್. That is, we call it as a coupling capacitor CI. And this is one resistor, offset minimizing resistor. The value should be R1 parallel RF. Other terminal should be grounded. So it is non-inverting amplifier. E setup for offset nulling. So offset nulling ge short ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ with potentiometer through RL. So actually our pin numbers in textbook ಅಲ್ಲಿ 4369 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. For 741 ಗೆ actually ಇದು 2 3 ಇದು 1 and 5 ಆಗಬೇಕು. So it is by mistake they have given this. So output voltage will be, as you know, that 1 plus RF by R1 times Vin. Is this clear? So here we are not discussing about a differential amplifier. We are discussing only AC non-inverting and AC inverting amplifier. Okay. So here, how the CI going to decides the lower cutoff limit? Ad henge lower cutoff limit is based on CI andre you have a formula here. FL is equal to 1 over 2 pi CI into RIF plus R0. So here FL andre low frequency cutoff or low end of bandwidth, and CI is a capacitance between two stages. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆಡಿಯೋ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಕೇಡಿಂಗ್ of amplifiers. ಆ ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಕೇಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ you're going to use a capacitance between two stages that should be coupled or DC blocking capacitor. RIF is nothing but input resistance of the second stage, AC input resistance. R0 is a AC output resistance of the first stage, or I can say ಈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಇದು ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಕೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಈ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಿಗೆ ಇದು ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ? ಎಸ್, when you are cascading the two stages of an amplifier, ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಿಗೆ ಒಂದು R in ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇದು R out becomes R in for the second stage.
Yes,
Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So this R0 I can say sometimes is equal to R in. ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. So ಇವಾಗ ಏನು so far what you have discussed, either you may get problem on that or you may get direct question. Write a circuit for AC amplifier, inverting and non-inverting, either one. So I hope is this clear with a low frequency limit. FL is equal to 1 over 2 pi CI into RIF plus R0. So next, how to find out bandwidth for this? FL gottu. How to find out bandwidth in AC frequency response? So always it is FH minus FL. Higher frequency minus lower frequency. So this is the way you are going to find out what is the bandwidth of a amplifier. So bandwidth ಅಂದರೆ ರೇಂಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟರವರೆಗೂ ನೀವು ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಟು ಲೋ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಎಷ್ಟರಿಂದ ಶುರುವಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೈ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಯರ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್. Okay. So if you're talking about FM radio, whatever you're going to listen to FM radio, so this is also you can tell the range. And Vivid Bharati, everything previously they are using the tuning to 102.9, 91.1, like that. You're going to have some frequency ranges. Is this clear? Shall we move on to the next? Yes. I want Pranav is here. Okay, try to answer these questions. Aishwarya? Amrita Priya?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the answer for the first one?
One second, ma'am.
An inverting amplifier that amplifies DC input level is called? Anugna? Anugna, can you hear me? What is the answer?
Ma'am, it's a DC amplifier, ma'am. Option C.
Okay. Anugna, what's your answer? Arun? Arun Suban?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the answer?
Ma'am, second one, to improve the accuracy of amplifier.
The first question get a answer. An inverting amplifier that amplifies the DC input level.
DC amplifier.
DC amplifier. Second one?
Second option B, to improve the accuracy of amplifier.
Okay, to improve the accuracy of the amplifier. Any answer for the second one? Why DC amplifier uses offset null circuitry? Is it only for accuracy? Arpita?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it only for accuracy of an amplifier? Are you agree for this? The main first priority goes to accuracy. What are the other things you required? Jayant?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you agree with only option B, or what is the answer for the second question?
Mainly to reduce the distortion in output, ma'am. Also.
To reduce the distortion in output. Anyone? Bharat?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your answer, Bharat?
all of them mentioned, ma'am.
Yes, all of them mentioned. So our intention is to get accuracy, that is the main. Optimization means reduce the distortion ಆಗಬೇಕು, accuracy ಆಗಬೇಕು, also to get a gain, large output gain. So it is answer is all of them mentioned. Okay. So third one, when does the offset voltage compensator network must be used in inverting configuration? Bhaskar?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what is the answer for the third question? When does the offset voltage compensating network must be used in inverting configuration?
When the input is DC, ma'am.
Yes, it's good. So in the input voltage is DC voltage, because we have come across today what we have studied is voltage compensating is used for a DC. Okay, the option is B, and try to answer this. So here you need to find out, can you find out what type of circuit is this? Brunda R?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you identify the circuit, Brunda? So same we have discussed in the now the session. What type of circuit? Is it an AC or DC?
AC, ma'am.
Okay. Is it inverting or non-inverting?
Inverting, ma'am.
Can you say it is AC inverting amplifier? Can you tell me on what? How did you identify it?
Because negative is connected to input, ma'am.
Yeah, that is
And
fine.
positive
Then
is
how can you say it
grounded.
is AC?
Positive,
AC ಅಂತ
ma'am.
ಹೆಂಗೆ
What
ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ?
sinusoidal wave, ma'am?
Sinusoidal ಇದೆ.
Input is
Okay.
sinusoidal.
Yes, fine. Other than that?
Capacitance use coupling capacitor use ಆಗಿದೆ.
Yes, good. Okay. Oh, can you find out the value here? How to find out the bandwidth of an AC inverting
FH,
amplifier for I? Yeah. FF.
FH minus FM.
Yes, FH minus FL. So high cutoff frequency ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ is given FH as 15 hertz. So FL you need to find out. What is the formula to find out FL? Darshnika? Darshnika is not here.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the formula I'm supposed to use to find out FL? What is the formula to find out FL? Just now we discussed. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the formula for FL?
It is
If you,
divided
yes, 1 divided by
2 times CI R F plus R naught
2 pi Ci into
R IF
yeah, yes,
plus R naught.
RIF plus R naught. So now, so here the value of RIF and R naught. R naught is nothing but again input. Yes. So find out, once you find out FL, FH is given in the problem. It is of 15 hertz. So what is the bandwidth? Divya?
Ma'am, doing ma'am.
So bandwidth you're going to find out FH minus FL. Once you find FL, you can get easily the bandwidth. Arshita, Ashita B.
Yes, ma'am.
Ashita, what is the value you're going to take RIF?
Ma'am, RIF my 10 kilo ohms, ma'am.
How we are going to take? Then what is the value you are going to take R naught? RL is 10k in the circuit, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Value of R. P. So RIF is what? Anyone? RIF value ಏನು ತಗೋತೀರಾ?
100K.
RIF is nothing but R1. What is R1 here?
100K.
100k. ಇದು R1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And this is, so RIF is equal to R1. So R1 is 100k. What about R0?
R in means
5K, ma'am.
5.
Yes, 5k. So R0 is equal to Rin. Rin andre this is 5. Anyone got the answer? Chaitanyam? Chetan? MR?
Yes, ma'am.
Chetan ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು ಆನ್ಸರು?
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
ಶ್ರೇಯಸ್?
Ma'am,
Shreyas, how much answer you got?
just a second. ನಾನು RIF ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ. ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಒಂದು 2 ನಿಮಿಷ. ಅಂಕೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್.
Tejas? Okay. Tejas?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you show me the thing you are doing and you have taken the circuit today? Formulas? Can you show me now?
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ.
At least ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ. Yes, anyone got the answer? So always, all of you keep it with the calci problems. Is fast. ರಕ್ಷಿತಾ ಎಫ್ ಎಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಬೇಕೇನ್ರಪ್ಪ?
Yes.
ವಾಟ್ಸ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಗಾಟ್ ಎಫ್ ಎಲ್?
6.6 ma'am. 6.6 hertz ma'am.
ಎಫ್ ಎಲ್ is 6.6 hertz. Bandwidth?
You 8.35 ma'am.
Second option, ah?
Yes ma'am.
Is it all of you got 8.356? Yes. So these are the problems you can expect in the GATE exam. If you are planning to take any GATE exam, so these things they're going to ask you. Jayant? You got the same answer, 8.356?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anyone other than these two? Chaitanya, Jayant, Pitra, ಇನ್ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರು ಸೇಮ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ? ಆರ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್?